What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Genesis League goals content today. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I wanted to talk some tokenomics for Genesis League Sports, the platform, Genesis League Goals, the game, and the GLX token specifically. So we know that, obviously the token is just being way oversold right now. It doesn't have much utility, and ultimately we will be getting some in the very near future. But in terms of the faucets that are currently on, we know that two of those are about to close. Two of the major ones are about to close. And let me actually go over here. This is the Genesis League Sports, the GLS white paper versus the GLG white paper. So these two, the staking rewards and the airdrop rewards, are both set to end in about 3 months. In fact, it's 2.5 months for the airdrop. That's going to be end of October, or I think October 24th or 25th. And then in mid-November, or by mid-November, we should see the end of the staking rewards as well. I think there's like 90 something days remaining on that. So we'll have those 200 million. The validated rewards are coming out as well, but those are being given out at a rate of 65, or the 100 million over 65 months, which is about 1.5 million per month, versus what we had here, right, with the airdrop and staking. That was 200 million over the course of an entire year, which was significantly higher. Now the DAO is going to continue to get its own. GLG is going to have its own. And then, of course, we have the future partnerships here that we don't have any more information on and probably will not have for a while, at least not until Genesis League Goals is up and running. So those two faucets will be off shortly. And if we can just go here and take a quick look on Splinter Cards, I wanted to see where the overall level is. You can see we've minted about 200 million in total. We've actually burned about 11.5 million. So, we're sitting in an interesting spot now with utility coming hopefully right around the corner. So let's actually head over to, not that one. Let's go here. So what is to come over the next couple of months? Well, the good news is in the office hours for this past Friday, somebody had asked when we can expect ranked play to come out with rewards in tow, of course. And, a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be in October. I think I even put out like a bearish prediction saying that we may not see it until October. There's going to be some, I don't know. I was just, that's kind of what I had in my head. And mainly because I knew that the staking rewards were going to end there. So it was kind of like a deadline for the team to get it out by October so that there would be more, tokens coming into the mix. But Chatter did say that the goal is to get it out well before October. And seeing as we're, in early August right now, I don't think that we'll expect it in August, although the open beta is live now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the open beta kind of stick around for a while because the team still has to work on subs, skills, and a bunch of other things. So my hope is that we do see that go live in September sometime. That being said, what can we actually expect from the GLG pool? Well, you can see here, we had the 15 million that was given out to pre-sale pack owners, but that actually didn't even come from the 100 million. Oh, I'm sorry. It did come from the 100 million. There was another 15 million given from the DAO. So that was already given out for the pre-sale. When we look at what else is allocated, you got ranked rewards, ranked staking, tournament rewards, Genesis League Cup, and then undisclosed. So let's immediately disregard the undisclosed because that hasn't been decided yet. Tournaments and Genesis League Cup are ones that I think we can probably save for a later time as well. At the beginning, my expectation is we're just going to see ranked rewards and then ranked staking. And if you're familiar with what they want to do on the Splinterland side of things, it's just like, okay, you play the game and you earn rewards. But also, if you're staking SPS and Splinterlands, you earn free passive income from that pool. But the idea originally was for it to be you have to stake on individual players, and based on their performance, you get from the staking pool, not from the play to earn pool. So in this way, they're already going to implement that from day one. And again, this white paper is old, so we haven't really gotten much. I want to just put a caveat out there that they may change things. Simply because, we may not be ready for the rank staking, but at the very least, I think we can expect the rank rewards. And then if we do get rank staking, you can see we'll just double that essentially. So, the idea here is that we're going to see 5 million tokens given out over the course of the season. Now, it's going to be, I think the seasons are going to be a little malleable in the beginning. And Chatter was talking about the fact that, like, because season 1 is already getting off to such a late start, we probably won't just go for a couple of months. And then as soon as the MLS season starts in February, we move on to the next one. It'll probably be a little bit of a shifted schedule. And keep in mind, it's $5 million per season over the next 5 seasons. So that should be $25 million here and another $25 million there for ranked staking. So once we get started, I mean, this is going to be 5 million tokens given out over the course of, I don't know, 6 months. I mean, it's not an insignificant, but it's not a high amount either, at least not compared to what we were getting previously. So the utility, my hope is that we're going to see the utility for GLX increase over, once the staking requirements are there, once the game is actually live, and once you can actually earn. And we're going to see the dilution of it come down dramatically over the next couple of months. So sure, maybe we do get ranked rewards and ranked staking. That's another 10 million that we can expect. And I'm going to say, let's just give it, even if we give it 6 months, even if we give it, 7-8 months, whatever it is, until like March of next year, which is when I think the season starts. I think the preseason's in February. So the regular season's in March. Even if we give it until that time, over that, however many months, let's just say it's 10 months to be easy, right? Like over 10 months from September, right? We go into the middle of next year. That's $1 million per month. And considering the fact that we have 200 million already there, the kind of dilution rate, or the inflation rate, as people like to look at it, is going to be significantly smaller in that time frame. And in terms of what we can expect for use cases, you will need to stake it in order to earn, but you'll also, you'll also be able to stake it on the community stadiums that'll be coming in. And of course, there'll be one for GLUSD, or there'll be ones for GLUSD and GLGT as well. But the GLX token will have its own community stadium. And I wonder how many people are going to be staking there for whatever passive returns they'll get. And those passive returns, keep in mind, will be coming out of this pool. So GLX is about to get very scarce in a sense, in terms of how much is hitting the market, in at least how much is hitting the market relative to where we're at right now. Now, here's the thing, at the end of the day, we can talk about supply all we want, but demand is what's going to drive the actual price, right? Supply is just kind of like the supporting factor there. It's a supporting player. If there's not enough supply, well, then demand is, demand goes crazy or goes down, right? But at the end of the day, how many players are going to come in? How many people can we pull in from the current ecosystem within Hive? How many people can we pull in from, the MLS fan base? It's all going to come down to that over these next couple of months. And ultimately, we don't really know. But the good thing is that from a supply side, from a dilution side, things are going to slow down dramatically. So all the people that are chasing yield, at some point that's going to dry up, and you will need to play the game in order to get that yield. And hopefully by playing the game, we'll be burning a ton of GLX, right? Because we'll need to burn GLX for GLUSD once that gets going. There's going to be a GLUSD, hopefully a skill burning event coming up soon before things really take off here. And then of course, once the community stadiums are live, we'll need GLX for that, but in order to get a lot of GLUSD, we'll need to burn GLX for that too. So there are demand events coming up, but it really just depends on how many players will be playing the game. We saw a very good shift in the demand for SPS once the SPS staking went live. Obviously, this is going to happen from the get-go, or from the initial start for GLG, which I think is fantastic. So we'll see how that looks, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are sitting on a lot of tokens right now, and we will need to spread that out over time. So as GLX potentially goes up in value, we may see people dump, take profits, and they'll of course be selling to the new people who are potentially coming in. But either way, I think it's exciting times for Genesis League Sports overall. Obviously for Genesis League Goals, I've had a chance to play the game, put a team together. So once we get a little bit more information on that, I think the next few months are going to be very, very exciting. And hopefully by the end of October, early November, we'll start to see a lot of those tokenomic shifts having a major impact, with the game in full launch by then, with hopefully some events going on, and then who knows, maybe even a future announcement for another game once they have Genesis League Goals up and running. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.